is your, I guess, just for the sake of time, what is your like 100-mile up perspective, wide view of the war on drugs? I guess not only in the world but in the U.S.
It's the war on the poor. It's the war on people of color. It's the war on people who are addicted to drugs. It's the war on soldiers who are coming back with PTSD. Before I got arrested, I thought prisoners lock them up, throw away the key. The pedophiles, murderers, rapists. Because the media, all they do is report extreme crimes on one side and say how easy it is. They got PlayStations, gourmet food, luxuries on the other. But when I got in there at the peak of the war on drugs, I saw the average arrest was a black kid or a Mexican kid with a bit of weed getting like a 2 to 5 year sentence. Prison is the biggest house of the mentally ill. A third of them couldn't even read or write. So to fill the private prisons, they mass incarcerated low-level drug users because the prisons got $50,000 of taxpayers' money per year per prisoner. And the dominant drug that they mass incarcerated people for was weed.
Wow.
Almost 1 million arrests a year for weed, not dealers. Dealers are hard to catch versus users. Weed possession. So because of this, America's got 1 in 100 adults in prison, 25% of the world's prison population. For adult black men, it's 1 in 20 something. I just watched that movie, Just Mercy. If people want to understand what's really going on in the prison system, I urge people to watch that movie about the racism. And the lawyers, the jail is a conveyor belt to the prison system. They don't want you to go to trial. If everyone went to trial, it would bankrupt the system. They scare the shit out of you, these prosecutors that let used car salespeople sign here, take 10 years, or go to trial and get 100. And people don't want to risk it. Even innocent people. Right. Like Khalif, like the story of Khalif, he was like, I didn't steal a backpack. I ain't signing. If anyone's watched that on Netflix. And they said, we'll let you out tomorrow, just sign. Sign your guilt. We must be justified in spending taxpayers' money on this bullshit.
Right.
That's all it is. The government has a feeding trough of taxpayers' money, trillions, if not, billions, trillions of dollars. And to spend that on the prisons, they have to keep the public terrified that, serial killers are running wild and we've got to keep locking people up at all costs. And if your kid is smoking marijuana, he's going to grab an axe and kill his granny.
Right.
Yeah, but people are sick of it. People are wising up left and right. There's all kinds on Netflix and there's all kinds of activism going on the internet.
What was the name of the movie that you recommended just now? Or any kind of shows that are on Netflix or any books?
Okay, on Netflix, the story of Khalif. Just Mercy is the movie. If you want to see, I've written a book called Unmaking a Murderer about the 10 ways the prosecutors and detectives framed Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey from making a murder, because being on unsentenced for 26 months, I saw all the tricks the prosecutors pull on people to set them up. Create emotional reactions, procure false witnesses, pay expert witnesses to lie. My lawyer got Ray Crone, the snaggletooth killer, off death row. State of Arizona paid $50,000 to make an expert witness say his teeth matched the teeth on the bite mark of a deceased person when they knew it didn't. And the DNA didn't match, so they suppressed it. And they found him guilty because they gave him $5,000 to defend himself. The U.S. justice system is corrupt to the core, and it's been taken over by vested interests. There's a saying in prison, a jury would indict a ham sandwich because the state has got all the most money in the world to put on the best theatre show. Give someone $5,000 to defend themselves, they can't put on a theatre show, and courts are just theatre.